Once you create your event, you will be brought to the Event tab of your dashboard. There's a lot to cover here on Page, but let's jump into the Settings tab to hit on some other important entities first. As we click into Edit Settings, you'll notice a full page takeover that opens up in an editable world of all your important event details. This is where you can adjust the location, time and date of your event, the title of your event, and even more. Along the top row, we can click into the various tabs to explore the privacy settings for our event and who we will be collaborating on it with. From a visual design perspective, the only other necessary entity to point out is the Site Metadata tab. Inside here is a unique opportunity to customize what is displayed in the Browser tab up top, along with the favicon or logo that complements the copy. Pretty sweet. For now, let's close out the event settings as we'll revisit this workspace later. As we take another look at the Event tab, let's zone in on the middle section of tiles that we refer to as touchpoints. Touchpoints is a great way to take a look at all the various moments you can consider designing for the totality of your event. This will be a designer's home as they begin designing out their share card, registration experience, and of course their event page. So let's start there. Click into the Event Page Touchpoint tile to dive in. Before we dive into the inner workings of Designer Pro, we need to make sure we have a good grasp of the event page workspace as a whole. Let's start with the top bar. Once you click into the Event Page Touchpoint, you have a quick route back to the Event tab by clicking the back button in the top left. The middle icons showcase the option to toggle between different device views, which we spend time exploring during Intro to Designer Pro Part 2. And then we have the Save area. The first thing we need to talk about is the Save button. Every designer should get in the habit of saving as much as possible. When using a live tool, technical challenges like Wi-Fi dropping out can arise here and there unexpectedly. For this reason, as you make changes to your event page, you should be hitting that Save button to lock in those edits. If you'd rather turn on autosave and rely on splash saving changes in the background, you'll also have that option right here. The View as Guest button allows the designer to see what their page will look like to the outside viewer. It gets rid of the CMS navigation and any on-page UX. Last but not least, a designer has access to their backups as well. If you remember from our Splash terminology section earlier, backups are used as safety nets, or even more specifically, save moments in time of your event page's creation. A designer not only has an unlimited amount that they can create, but they also allow designers to jump back in time if something ever goes wrong. We're going to dive deeper into backup shortly, so let's put a pin in that for now. Alright, that brings us to the main event, the Theme and Layout tabs along the right-hand side, where all the visual magic happens. Let's do this.